Good day, everyone. It's Sunday, August 31st, and these are the New York Times Games and Custom Connections. One thing to say really quickly, and that's I'd like to thank my two members that have joined so far, Ellen Sassani and Tyson Price. They get access to the custom-made emojis I made to use in the comments, and they get a little badge beside their name saying that they're members. If you're interested in that, just click on join below the video. And the other thing I want to say is that there's the new hype feature. If you're interested in using that, you have to be on Android or iPhone. It doesn't work on desktop or anything like that. So it just helps build up small channels, and I'd appreciate it if you hyped up my video if you think it's hypeable. So, okay, let's get into Wordle here. Our starting word today is zebra, courtesy of Losh. 2 days in a row for Losh, but let's see what we can do. All right, hopefully everyone's having a great day. And zebra gets us E in position, A out of position. Okay, well, it could be fetal. Let's try that. Oh, okay. Petal. What else could it be? I think that's it, petal. Okay, petal in 3. I probably should have put petal over fetal and had a 2. Wouldn't that have been something? So, yeah, I've been playing the backlog there, the back catalog, and up to 821 games. So I'm getting pretty close. Let's see how I did against the bot. Probably pretty well. 89 skill, 81 luck, yeah. So I'm just under the average solve. I'm doing this pretty late. This is about 9:40 p.m. on Saturday, so there should be a lot of games here. Yeah, 6,000. So, okay. Zebra was a bold choice, yeah. Fetal was great. They would have picked least. Oh, that's fair. And then petal. So, yeah. We both had 3. They had place, petal, and petal. Okay. How many people fail? Probably not a whole lot. Yeah, it's over 99%. Yeah. A good day. A good day for the community. All right, let's move on to the Wordle wheel. We have 4 new additions. We have Jemimah, which came from the Knuckle. It's a type of sail. It's also sitting in Italy, so I thought why not add it to the wheel under Losh's name, because Losh needs to add a few, and usually he gets his words from Knuckle anyway, so I thought why not bring it over. And then Cisco added Sylph, Sylpf, White, Wight, and Ixnay, Ixnay. So interesting and bold choices there from Cisco. So let's give it 3 shuffles and spin. Here we go. All right, and for Monday, we're looking at a bit of Gauze from Marcy Clausen. All right, get that Z in here 2 days in a row. Who knows, one of these days it could pay off. All right, let's take it off the wheel and join me starting with Gauze tomorrow if you wish. All right, connections. Here we go. It's starting to get a pretty daunting streak here. All right, here we go. So we have drum, bass or bass, fish, cards, fiddle, roast, does or doze, flame, chop, axes, or axes, blast, dice, coordinate, pieces, board, and bash. You can blast someone, you can bash them, you can flame them, you can roast them. Okay, so it's like make fun of them or demoralize them, berate them, talk negatively about them, like a roast. Okay. Okay, I like that. Second fiddle. Okay, so cards, dice, board, and pieces. I think those would be things for like a game, like a board game, things you might need. Yeah, I like that. Bass or bass, does or does, axes or axes, and coordinate or coordinate. These may be words that you say differently. I'm feeling bold. Let's do this. Words that have two pronunciations. Heteronyms, yeah, okay. I thought they'd be purple for sure. Okay. All right, so fiddle. A fiddle, a drum. You can fiddle with your fingers, drum your fingers. Chop. And fish. Flame, bash, blast, and roast. Cards, pieces, board, and dice. Okay, this must be purple, whatever it is. Second fiddle. Fiddlesticks. Oh, okay. Fiddlesticks, drumsticks, chopsticks, fish sticks. All right. Fair enough. This could have been a reverse rainbow, or bingo, bango, bongo, but not to be. All right, so you can bash them and blast them, flame them and roast them, make fun of them, berate them, talk negatively about them. Yeah, okay. And then things you need to play a board game. Yeah, okay. How do people do? Yesterday was a lot better from the people I watched than I expected, but people surprise me sometimes. All right, so 42% solve rate. Ooh, what are people messing up? Most people don't find that first. Okay, well, fair enough. Chop, roast, blash, and bash. Drum, bass, fiddle, and axes. Oh, musical instruments, axes? Okay. Bluegrass gear, cooking words. Okay, yeah, that's there for sure. Okay. Destructive axe. Okay. And other than that, it's less than 10%, so I'm not going to talk about those. All right, very cool. Let's move on to custom connections. We have a puzzle here from Lolbit. Can you make a slam dunk with a smile and some cheese? So we have swim, gas, yoga, dough, cheese, loot, oil, click, clams, fall, bread, antifreeze, coolant, smile, dunk, and sauce. Okay, antifreeze, coolant, oil, and gas. These are different fluids in your vehicle. Okay. Okay, cheese, dough, loot, bread, and clams. These are terms for money. There's 5 of them though, so I'm not going to venture to that extent yet. Swim, yoga. Clams. I think clams has to be the money. I don't see anything else that would go with that. So cheese, dough, loot, and bread. Dough and bread seem very similar. So I think one of them comes out. It's just a matter of which one, bread or dough. Dunk. Slam dunk. Probably not if you put slam dunk up here. Click. Smile, swim. Might just have to try something here. Dough. Play-Doh. Oh, sauce and dough? Things on a pizza? Cheese, sauce, dough. Dough and bread though. I don't know about that. Cheese. Say cheese, say smile. Click. And yoga? Yeah, I've heard people say yoga, because it opens your mouth a certain way for a good smile. for a photograph. Cheese, smile, click. Smile, yeah, okay. Cheese, yoga, sauce. No, sauce wouldn't be good. All right, so these are things you say before a photo's taken. Okay. So that takes cheese out. So we have bread, dough, loot, and clams, terms for money, moolah. So swim, fall, dunk, and sauce. Swim, fall, dunk, and sauce. Dunkaroo. Duncan. Oh, okay, I see it. So sauce can mean dip, so like a dipping sauce for your pizza, maybe, or vegetables. You take a swim, you take a dip. If something falls, it dips. And a dunk is a dip, like you go for a, like below the surface of the water, you go for a dunk or a dip. So, or like an Oreo into a glass of milk. You dunk the Oreo, you dip the Oreo into the milk. Okay, I like that better. All right, so what dip can mean? There we go. Awesome puzzle, Lolbit. Yeah, I mean, this purple is very well constructed. Not so obscure that no one's going to understand what dip means for these, but it did make me think a lot, as you saw, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's move on to our preview of tomorrow, and we have our friend from the Southern Hemisphere, Jemimah, with a puzzle called Down Under and Up Above. So there are some words here I don't really understand, but I'll get into that tomorrow. Looks like fun. You can do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, and we'll talk about it tomorrow for sure. All right, pips, here we go. All right, so let's start with easy. So this equals 10, so it has to be the 2 5s. So the 6 has to go here, 5 goes there. We need the 2 to go with the other 2. The ones have to go together. All right, good. All right, medium. All right, so we have greater than 4, greater than 6, greater than 6, and this is equal. Okay. So the big numbers have to go here at the top, essentially. But this is bigger than 4. All right, so I like this being the 2 1s. So the 1 and the 6 go here. The 1 and the 2 goes here. The 1 and the 5, or sorry, this goes here. This goes here. There we go. All right, hard. Oh boy, 24, so that's 4 6s. Okay, so the 5 and the 6 has to go here. No choice. So I think, well, this has to be 2 6s. I don't have a choice. Has to be 2 6s. The 6 and the 4 has to go here. 0 has to go here with something that has a lot of the same number. So I think this is 0 1. Although it could be the 0 4. Okay. What do I have 5 of? I think I have a lot of 2s. No. I have 4 2s. I need 5 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, these are 4s then? Yeah, 4's down here. So 0 4. I have one of those? Yeah. Okay, so it has to be a 4. This equals 4. Do I have a 2 and a 4 or a 1 and a 4? Yes, so this goes here. The 2 4's go here. The 4 and the 3 goes here. So this has to be a 2. 2 and a 1. It's not going to work. Okay. Maybe the 2 and 1 goes this way. I like that. 2 1s go here. 1 and 0 goes here. Okay, so this has to equal 13. So that's 4, that's 5, that's 9. So what's this equal? 6, 7, 11, and then here's 13. Yes, 2 minutes, 5 seconds. I will take that after yesterday's marathon. Yeah, this is significantly challenging for someone that only really looks at word games to have this kind of logic and puzzling. I do like puzzles, like physical puzzles, but usually you're looking more for shapes and stuff like that rather than numbers, right? So yeah, this is an interesting challenge for me, and I think I'm doing okay. Okay, let's move on to sports connections. Puzzle 342. So we have NFL, soon, wild eagles, mock, chalk, grass, snake, dirt, temple, fantasy, union, gato or gatto, bull, flyers, and rubber. Okay, Philadelphia Eagles, temples in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Flyers, and Philadelphia Union. These are all Pennsylvania teams. Yeah. They're all Philadelphia, okay. I didn't know Temple. Yeah, I guess I knew Temple was in Philly. Okay. Mock draft, fantasy draft, snake draft, rubber draft, NFL draft. Grass, dirt, rubber, bull. Bull is interesting. A bull draft? No, these are just blank draft. Yeah, okay. Dirt. So rubber, chalk, dirt, and grass. Different surfaces. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Yeah, different surfaces for tennis, I guess. Oh, baseball, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So gato is short for gator. Bull is short for, I don't know, bulls. Soon is short for sooner, and wild is short for wildcat. What would bull be? Oh, bulldog. Florida, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Kentucky. Short for their team names. Starts with SEC team names. Okay, good. They love that type of category. All right, let's end off this video in style with a bit of strands. Here we go. So the theme today is up the hill. 8 theme words, so all pretty short. It's like Jack and Jill. Is that exactly what it is, Jack and Jill? Yeah, it is. It stuck right out to me. Okay. Pale. Crown. After. Yeah, okay. Broke. Yeah, okay. Easy. Water has to be here. Tumbling. It's kind of interesting the word tumbling is tumbling down. And fetch. Okay, well, that is an Oranje perfect if I've ever seen one. I have a new graphic for that, so I'll pop that on the screen right now. Yeah, and thank you for watching all the games. Let me know your results for sure. I'll be back with more word game action tomorrow. Hope to see you there too. Have a great rest of your day, and subscribe for more. Bye for now.